Orange is the New Black is a big obsession. You can watch it all at once. It's on Netflix. There was a scene, we just rewatched it as a group, of you and Piper in the bathroom.
Oh, gosh.
And so
what scene? I don't quite remember that one.
This is awkward.
Let me refresh your memory. You like to air dry?
I do like to air dry, yeah.
Or your character
Sensitive skin.
does. Right.
Sensitive skin.
And so you're just having this, and by the way, not a short conversation, as you're standing there completely naked in the mirror air drying, and then she's standing there with that look on her face of not knowing what to quite do. But you got to, as a guy that doesn't act, you got to help me understand how something like that happens. You just say to yourself, what the hell, I'm just going with it? Like, I'm not going to worry about it? Or do you...
At the very beginning of Orange,
completely naked.
You sign like a nudity kind of waiver thing, and I was like, yeah, of course. I mean,
what do you mean, what's nudity waiver?
It kind of means like
I want to have them sign those here.
You'd have no staff.
Wait, hey, where's Nelson?
I feel like that's an HR issue when it, you know.
So what, you sign a nudity waiver?
Yeah, it kind of means like that you're okay with like some kind of nudity. Which, having watched the past 2 seasons, I knew that most people kind of got, you know, there's like a little bit of action here and there, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and it's not even you're definitely going to get naked. It could be. If it happens, maybe.
If it happens.
I'm like, well, if it happens, I'm, you know, fine. And then you get the scripts each week. So you don't know what's coming up. You don't know if your character's going to die. You don't know if you're going to get a backstory. You don't know if you're going to have a sex. You literally have no idea. And so I was reading it, and I'm like, this is a good episode. I get to start using hair product, which is where my mind was. Because clearly I'm trying to impress Piper. So I suddenly go from like fluffy hair to a little bit of some gel from the commissary. Oh. I'm like, cool. Next page, cut to bathroom scene. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'm in the bathroom. I'm naked. Okay, hopefully this is just a little flash. And it's like a full-on dialogue. And I'm like, I remember making that call. Like, I'm just double checking because it doesn't say I get any clothes on. So am I naked for the whole scene? Yeah. They're like, that is correct. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, with 3 days notice, it was like I hit Soul Cycle and like a juice cleanse and tried to like get my Giselle Bundchen body in 3 days. And it didn't quite work, but you know.
Right. Not a lot of complaints from those watching. Yeah. But it's interesting how so you started episode 6?
Yeah.
And then by episode 3, they had you totally naked.
No,
episode 9.
That would be going back. That would be so weird.
9 though, right?
You go back and watch it, then I'm naked.
Three
in
later.
earlier episodes.
You were in the corner naked. Nobody saw you then.
It only took them 3 episodes to have you standing there naked.
Is that what? I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what happened.
You DJ'd in clubs?
DJ'd in clubs, a lot of festivals. So, you know, I'm so lucky I got to work with Jessie J. I went on a tour with her, Nicki Minaj.
I worked with Nicki for a year.
Did you? Oh, yeah, of course you did.
On Idol.
Yeah, Nicki, yeah, I got to go on tour with her. I got to do all the festivals, so like Calvin Harris and Skrillex, and meet all those amazing artists.
Is that the type of music you DJ, EDM, or a
EDM,
mixture of everything?
And kind of deeper house now. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Really, I would think you'd be like this Celine Dion ballad person based on.
You know, I started as that,
you
and
present yourself.
People just didn't buy it. I don't know why. I was opening with Barbara.
It didn't seem authentic.
Didn't seem authentic, which is weird. You know.
And so obviously you're from Australia. When did you move to LA?
About 2.5 years ago.
And do you? I mean, now you like it because you're on a TV show. But did you find it? How did you find it when it was tumbleweeds?
No, I still liked it. I needed the break. I'd worked pretty hard for 10 or so years, and I needed the break. And I liked the anonymity. And I remember having this conversation with some people about how I was hoping for sort of some moderate success, you know, where you're a working actor, but you're not sort of crazy popular and people don't know who you are. Right. Mm-hmm. And then I landed Orange, and she's like, so how are you feeling about that, like, moderate success anonymity thing? And I was like,
so much for that.
I was like, no one's going to notice. You know, it's just going to be a fry in the, what's that saying? Definitely not a fry in the pan.
It's a flash.
Flash in the pan.
But I love to fry something as well. I don't use olive oil because it's not supposed to be fried at high temperatures. I use coconut oil.
I like coconut oil too. That's why you have good skin.
Thank you. And you have good hair and skin.
Thank you.
And I have no tattoos.
Do you really have none?
0.
Wow.
I once dated a girl that has more than you, by the way.
Who? How? Where?
I can tell you who. But she has more. She had more than you.
That's pretty cool.
Which is very cool.
Yeah.
And to think I didn't even realize it at first because they were all covered.
Are you still adding more?
Imagine the surprise.
Yeah.
Now imagine that
My
reveal.
mind is like ticking now, trying to be how do you cover more tattoos than me?
Because
it was a nun, wasn't it? And that's why you don't want to talk about it.
The only one you could actually see right? Because the church would be after me. The only one you could actually see is the one on your neck if you had long sleeves. I guess your hands too.
And my hands, and my neck, and behind my ears.
But
I have one in my mouth.
What were we talking? You have one in your mouth?
I have one in my mouth.
Where? What's that say?
Meow.
Meow.
Oh my God. This is a fun read. It says meow.
It says meow.
I know about the tramp stamp and a meow on her lip. This is unbelievable.
I'm all class, guys. All class.
And what does the family unit think about all the tattooing? Did they do it too? Did they not?
You know, my family, it's so funny. None of the men have tattoos in my family at all, and all of the women do. It's a very, like, strong women-run family.
Like
my mum has about 4 or 5. My auntie has 3, and then my grandma has 1.
Your
She has
grandma
a
has one.
rose on her ankle. And I remember when she used to, like, wax her legs, and she'd say she was, like, doing the weeding around the
Oh
rose.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Also,
That was probably the inspiration for your first tattoo.
clearly.
Subconsciously.
Yeah. I say that now because it gets me brownie points.
Yeah, everybody wants to put what their grandmother's tattoo is on their ankle on their rear end like that. That's kind of,
Hey, my
kind of a
grandma,
thing.
she's pretty smoking.
Is she?
Yeah.
How old's your grandma?
She'd be like maybe 70 now.
Well, 'cause I always wonder what happens to tattoos when you're 70 and the skin's starting to, hang.
It probably doesn't look quite like a rose, but it probably looks like something, like a
Right.
red something.
I'm sure it does. All right. Well, thank you for coming in, and it's been really cool to get to know you. And congratulations on all this success. You'll be able to get a reservation anywhere now as Ruby Rose.
Yes.
Right? You can go to any table, anytime, any day.
Yeah, I've been putting on a lot of weight with the fact that I can go to every restaurant ever.
Yeah, you look like you're really packing it on there.
It's all it's under the table actually. I've squished it down.
Well, thanks for coming. Congrats. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. You know what? There are some similarities, I can't lie, and I think just like aesthetically, we have kind of the similar hair in that as well, and I feel like we're the same height. And then the prison
you can swap
garb
clothes.
is correct. The prison garb is very much like, especially how I wore them naturally, was like low crotch and like really low, and like with my very, very unattractive like granny panties that they give you because they're prison issued as well. Yeah. So I think Stella had a little bit of a Bieber's kind of thing happening.